Akese mahwefo nyina ensem bebre na ekoso ewo man Ghana mu me ne wokase ye nyina nim se akanna be kakra bi na eye 2025 afe no ye de akwakogu na saa afi weye mu na eye John Dramani Mahama NDC aban ye de wo mu esi so se wo mu emesum wo man Ghana na Ghana for bebre na ahwe animu ase eja ye behu nsakraye from the previous administration led by the former president na Dankwa Kufado. Nanso kamia yese Mahama ba ye hwemu a ase ye hu hwe ase if you can't beat them you join them enti ene asem dada na na ye gusu a ye timu wo krodwe mu hanum sei na me ne wo ka sei yankasa ya de nyina chema wuntimi ane wono akasa ne baba ako wo hene ba na ase edu na afepo yando wo mo de omano ato nsem a ekoso okrom ha manfo echemu se Mahama afe ba ako nie a ye de ne si so no there is nothing good to show won sheda nya bibi e beka se Mahama ba ye ana bi ana se si na waye na senka na Dankwa Kufado penso a ana wo ye campaign chiremu say ade bako a na esi nani so ye free education no wo si ade ni si so 2017 ye to aba 2016 2017 ade ni si so a afinimu a na rolling out free SHS policy no now so ye chirema President John Dramani Mahama one of the major policies na wo bohu de renya wonam kroma bon se flag no na sinsenwie mu 24 hours economy now so kamia ye say 24 hours economy no sha ase mpo se be yente ho mpopoya na ho pampan pomfa ye ho ni aka se ye den asha ase wo mu chirema wo 24 hours economy wantimi anye policies nso ananke wo ho no ma na eboaboa wo man nkakran so ba ye no wa ba betwem ente se pa de Mahama yenye wuden eni abusiafo ensem ni bebre na poyando ni nua be ma ohene ba na ase edu wo mu ede atodwa efa John Dramani Mahama ne 1 year term ya wo koi emu yenjebre na yenkonkotie se de wo cheche sansem wemu nyina efa ye
amamuo no de agye omunsem ene 2nd December akana num na yeto abama John Mahama no 1 year edie be pa na abatimi de wonse siso aka se John Mahama ba ye afini ye watuma ye eba de mandate ye de ma no a aka bosumme ene nanum na yeto aba wo betra akonwa so no enso so afi Diabe na obetimi de wonse sisu se John Dramani Mahama ye ba me Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman Ministers of State omaye significantly ediebe ya in 2027 September na do major policy program we're rolling it out free SHS na shasi they talk about 24-hour economy away. That was their flagship program. Our motor the man Ghana for away. What have they done? And near my baby I tintimiano and no sono hirabasa omabase no. Health Minister Abakache say from January 1st, 2026, National Health Insurance tariff omube increasing by 120%. Some confirm that 2008 October no say health insurance omuba one-time premium omu de beba omuba omu de capitation and about years in Ashanti region omu no omaka omu bio health insurance na anwa go mu gu no man timangu na NPP buy na car na da over 1.2 billion na nado den kakran ebetua yi free wa and the health insurance no ya tremu ama enuro ni nyarewa na cover kra no cover omuba ya do metima ya ne say sika utua anza no watimenya card na so watimi subscribe to health insurance no omubatum 120%. Mewa wakania nsuo kania bo ekosoro ensuo bo ekosoro achechefo achade about 1 year nie yetu omuka bosome ba akope nurses midwives ediniema esisiri kire se Ghana for na ankasa no ema omo kwan ema ndis for dada omo dodo enye Dr. Baumia na ye bibi enra a teacher for asa kobo dompem ewo Ghana Education Service o mabobo ano wo mo say nanu ada ade ajo Mahama de omu famu 2013 14 15 16 wo mo cha de 3 years na imo maboso miensa akatua no jo Mahama no
so repeat it
3:3 1:1 nanu ada o mo cha de 3 years ana wotua mo ka 3 months and there was a baby o ma cha de 1 year wotua mo ka 1 month it a cheche for no ekobo dompem ewo Ghana Education Service for aboboano oye we no wato nkane abuomo
wato nkese
en wato nsu abuom
kese
cash entiade atotum enra patro bo asa akosoro enra due ana waboye kokko sa afia ye besim no health insurance tariffs no ebe kosoro by 120%.
Just possible crazy between tax.
Eti efiewura no mototo am dan kam. Achechefui dodo na fi omu fie akotreta nkofo nkuro so ahen dan. E na omu titim.
Tonsuo, tonkanea.
Tiniema emo omu di akwani ba no bibia abo kosoro.
They say kenke no.
Na katuare wantum.
Kenke no.
Just 9%. And we man nan wada na 25% don't say about form. Oba ya 9% and ade ama wo mu. And ya to nkane abom by 18%. Nsuo bu okosoro, we bu okosoro. Na nakatwa za wo mfa bi nka ho a, de wa ye adwuma no so tuama nan.
Asem no, adwuma ye ni bi
akatwa fata no.
No so ayasem foforo.
Papa when nka wo position a, enko be di atem dadaada.
No so ayasem.
Oya di o atedi hu.
Watch bidi.
Inti Ghana na yetim no enie. Ghana no ayetim no. Reset no. The reset agenda no. So they had 78 million Ghana cedis, 780 billion old cedis. Dema ofusuku ache.
Somva manko vo keka omanuntum.
Media ho ni media research de ben de bay.
And I saw for the so far hobby.
Yeah, time over 290 million sanitary pad.
92
sanitary pad. You see, they are prioritizing a near ma wombatin tobo. At the expense of your daily upkeep. Who teacher ni nurse ni junior doctor. And now what is it for? Omo charity or colleges of education no. On their condition of service.
Teacher training for.
And the John Dramani Mahama in the history of Ghana, you visually impaired our Matiasi Montesu demonstration. And then drone. Service. Person guninti. What ya kando? Ose ya mo de fa condoms. Condom. Enu nti omu twam. Na be dia ne emfa kon o de granted said you can complain no kre. Be dia ne emfa condom no so e. Ah no so wu twam na e.
Na dia we na ba begin anom so am de be hwe ma ho.
Just say everything is running down to zero. Teacher for ye kai. Say abai we mamutina na fie. Probably one form of Juma. Muzo munya Juma, much idea bosumi fie miensa, near Tiamuka bosumi miensa. Dekanya monty, and never buy allowance kanga crab mojino. Professional development allowance. We're eating
still.
You see? And now, woman will get Juma or Mampeniatna, ya to market to your musea bam. Be supposed to market to take him. For MMDCs for there from 10,000 or so, you quoted 5,000
times better.
Who teach a need nurse me as about 9%. 9% the grounds of Sumusua, yen sent to our car.
Now,
I said, he said, the idea when I
see no, on Jackaniako. On Tiansuka.
Be fool. Hey,
Ye manu clothing allowance, manu bibia, a weekend entertainment allowance ye the manu.
Ne fridge mu yahyehyem.
Tonsa fantale moya bipi. Ye guni fridge mama no. Say pejina ketua from say 10,000 say and 35,000.
Hey, boy. To me do.
It is about them, but not us.
Baba bi ananzia yeso ba ye MC bi yeso atole
Ghana for enu omu ho eba.
Yes, what tolerance me and third one on the one.
They are living good. They are really living good.
Oh, just say, Wumu Togum Papa.
And the Omo and found who no money.
Abusiafo said a year or Heneba Nana see a duet chilimu anache. At this point, a year His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wo kumugana fo ankasa won share danya ade bia ebema Ghana ye ho atoye ewu kroma na emom wo tutu tariffs mu no odi mia ye kon na afei sebe adwumayefo wo krom ha wontimi nto o market mu papa bia ne de na enye adwuma bia e na waye because 1 year yi de ebeka ne say wama 1 year no ahye egu now ensem a ekoso wo krodua mu hanum sei no na chese utimi hu say tete eye ohene ba ama ne kasa bebre sa no because say obeda be sorry na yato fuel prices mu obeda be sorry na nkane abo kosoro obeda be sorry na we nso kosoro de ene yetena mu sa enye yi lumba yete kromu ha abusuafo ene beto odwa se da de lumba free mu na eyie ba akwa ye beye no akoye twema mentwe ene ebusuapani to park say watchina we say na nsem ne koso no a lot of exposés abetoto mountain so particularly efa the relationship and as a marriage enam ewo lumba ene ne yere pani meka ne say maami akosua se wafosu entem na eno na beto odwa se ye kirema akosua se wa ed snap ekoma ebusuapani se won ware lumba biem ebi kirema wo mo je snap no ebi su kirema ya nye snap nene mene woka say luma yebeka ne say ne cousin and din edi Ebenezer Opon abekasa wo kiremu say luma snap amamia kosia say wade baye wo je ye pa enti obetimi esisu pi se na luma ene mamia kosia se wa eni aware na insem ne kokoso na another side of the story eno so beto ja efa enkrata semwe ma lumba ebeda na German citizen ebi kiremu se mamia kosia se wa ene ko ware broni bi ene wonya nkrata na ode be ware lumba ma luma be ye German citizen but with videos ne pictures eba montino sabre kire se lumba enso enya broni bi ware no enti na chese nsem aye tete sa kosia se wan krata ene wode ware lumba ema lumba ebe ye German citizen no abusia kamia ye say there is some false information bi ewo baby a kamia say entro bi ena eba mountain from the legal wise for the sector say mamia kosia se wa na de nkrata ekoji aware ede ma dad lumba enti wo screens no so I said the midi kan earlier no or say that the lumba accepted Akosha Sewa snap for divorce when she brought it back Ebenezer upon Lumba's cousin, chairman of funeral committee. Enti Lumba ye no openi a wada no a wo mo ehwe aye ye no aye Lumba ne cousin ene abekasa say said na efia hwas nega sometime ago ho ka say mami Akosha Sewa e de snap ekoma abusuafo say onware Lumba biemu no wo besi so pi say ye no kra Lumba eje snap nti waje Lumba je snap ne de anate say aware no eni ho ebiem ena afi nkrata sem ne ho nsem nso ababeto dwa nti wo screen so atimu se lumba eni broni bi ene wo screen so a sebe wo mo ware kire se sa kwan we so ena lumba edi enya ne German citizen nkrata enti se de amanfo bi no mo ka ne se mami akosia na di kan ko ware eje papers ede be ware lumba no kamia ye se enye nokre abusia ensem ne de emu nkyiremu bebre wo honom a ye beje bre ne nyina yan hanya so na yetie more details about this whole lumba ene mami akosia se wa back and forth ama eyi a ye pese ye no eyi no akawiem yentie nsem we emra enti no abusia denya ye betietie nsem no but said na ye di kan kire mu no all the allegations that are being pointed towards that lumba say Lumba ebu mami akosia sewa webu ni kwasea ema sebe enye mami akosia sewa nka Lumba German citizenship ni wenya no amanfo the evidence ni ade aba mountain eso a wo mu say it is not what we yet it in enye sa na tie enti wo squeeze so a we F Chris Vincent Japan honom o say akosia sewa did not facilitate that the Lumba's German citizenship. He was previously married to a white German national named Colina. Enti wochema said the yetete anameka no Lumba nkrata wonya ya wode be ye Germany no yechemu se mami akosia sewa ne nsanim te sese de amanfo bi ka no na emom Lumba ekoware broni bi a na woye Germany ani din edi Colina enti eno videos ne pictures na ye hwe no oba se recently surfaced photographs appearing to show that the Lumba in a marriage ceremony with a white woman have been confirmed as authentic by a source close to the family. Into muchirema infoni we ebeto abefum finite time so no. Womatimi anya Lumba busuani bi a wetimi agina Cynthia kase eye nokre se Lumba ware sa broni no. Now oba say according to information received during his time in Germany that the Lumba was married to a German national named Colina. As their relationship developed, so too did his residency and immigration status, which ultimately led to him acquiring German citizenship. Into German, a brand another Lumba, ewa Germany no. Na wanesa Germany broni e friend Colina no na omo hyehyɛ hɔ a na kyɛ so omo twempena na mpratwe ni mu no ena timi boaye ema Lumba ebenya tenabea ewo German esan enya ho nkrata wode etena German na ene yetimi kase Lumba na woye Germany no ma eye broni Colina we enenam ne so ema no eba asanti se de ye tete se eye akosia sewa no Kamia yese enyesa enetie. Now, so this revelation directly contradicts the narrative put forward by some that Akosia Sewa married and helped that the Lumba to secure his citizenship. Said the Canada dano. Say Akosia Sewa ene ko ware broni into onunya nkrata no eno sign de nkrata ne be ware Lumba ema Lumba so benya ne nkrata no yetrema no krebia eni sa asem no emu. The available information indicates that Akosia Sewa herself did not hold German citizenship at the time she and Daddy Lumba relocated from Ghana. It appears both individuals obtained their respective citizenship status independently. Into muchema ebra Akosia Sewa ene eye Daddy Lumba ekopie mu ewo Germany no. Na obia eniwa wokran krata German nkrata da bi na emom nyina ekoprepreye enu obia enya ne de kwan foforo so enti Daddy Lumba koware Colina enu nya ne de ena Akosia Sewa nso koware broni be ma foforo no nusu nya ne de enti enye te se Akosia Sewa koware yansa wonya nkrata de be ware Lumba se de ye tete no enti na chese ensemu a efa Lumba ni wo yi ho a epiepie eba no ebusia akoye two-sided because ene yesi Akosia Sewa ne boa Lumba sese so de yetete ne chese Lumba ene boa ne ho ene onya ne nkrata se Akosia Sewa ensa enimu ebi ebusia ensem no aye very critical nemom yenko tie sa ensem we emra
mojitu so do bro ni yeyere
se to pa no YouTube da sa e kokoto because is we
na that is yes e penny bi so say onimo do bro chese ase
e to pa ya me ba na say me to na me tie one of your stations na ya uma teacher la kabaro uma teacher I do my phone we one of the business
very fun
yes yeah na
na nyo ba na ya
no me ki me tina me tie reception me tie o me ki some statements say odogu usiopani wa wo si unim odobroni na san ko port de aso se ko girima mana na outcome that's a wrong statement
okay chechi ma yete
masa o ye o ware ye ana wore ye
bisa ba no wa ware ya
ba bi mo na me bisa
o bisa na se se u dare akoye
o
Asa ka to for plenty over where abu be pe bi obi go mati aba. Ana me ba. Mo bi so obai. Mo nye bi ase pocket chap.
That's right.
O siri bi se bi ase afọ ko e. O wa. Na ko ma dia. Obu so pe ni mo ye.
Only know my baby.
Okay. Obai bi wa.
No my baby. Yes.
Mimi. Obu de ko ni me.
You say no ni mo ye.
Not at all.
Ba wo wish afani.
E no da we. No so pay salad.
Dubai.
Dubai for salad.
We try to do that.
And we buy fee. And we fee for salad.
As who ye.
That was first day. And before no se mawu. Kabu di.
Who
Na
ya.
ya mi kam wi ya. Na ya front to pack.
So when you
When ya. And that's the minimum.
That's right.
The worst one, what can we do when you to pack on control? What's when you do when we who need that? Name the mammy Sawa and we knew no one knew Abra, Daddy Mammy a day, who ye who they hear us. Okay. And you do bring way, who knew that was if we do bring that will who can tell you much. No Casa. Or Casa, you or catch them say, I want the president who graduated me. Oh, that fear. When we so penny frame said, no one correct. So I passed Luba, who and I. In Timmy Coyan, no kind of a woman. Someone going to be near you.
Okay.
No, I can't say, no, because I'm in Casa was 1 minute and Casa, I didn't do a Casa. I'm also being for one brand. Maybe I was at a show with you. One job we could have. Mam's used to be a for one. I'm brand. I'm getting more swamps than a day, membrane. It's okay. No, because I am be a for one. I'm ready. I was your penny in the set. My catcher and said, go fast no tea or buy. Interview of Granty. It didn't cover with your penny. A buy. Okay. Into a buy and a new cool fever. And what you want? And I'm going to say that you look up, lose your penny. It was later. I did change. And I said, you never took a penny back. But madam, your folks say, you will be here. You are better. You are better. When I'm amazing. The one that was a penny, you say, hey, wow. And Sian was kind. There was a friend of who's for Catania. You had a meeting. And they were need to investigate. It's upon investigation. You say, oh, you crap for me. Nobody knew about first. Last ball, or call for me. You may be food to be Timonia. No father Messiah and any other will be busy. Is our I see. Obano. No, yes, I checked before. And then now, yes, I checked.
Abusiafo na chese enchiremu a eba no efa Daddy Lumba ene ne yere akosua sewa minteme ho ase ese wodo broni asemi ne nam court ene ade nyina ehu. Now ye moving on na ye nkopie the health sector wo ye man Ghana mu anum dia na chese na wotwe mu bebe na chese ye hu se transfers ne postings ne ade ekoso na se ye posti a nurse for ne a doctor for ne ade eko the various regions ne ade na atimu se postings no oye denya ebi enko yie me ebinum ebi so be koyie de ama ebinum na no na yewura akando ye the health minister wa be kasa a kire mu se wo ye doctor ni ana ye medical practitioner wo krom hanum se dia ene ye ma na wotwe baako se nyampurugu kura ne de ukoto ya ye ma na wotwe baako ewo se ukọ na ukọkọ ye adwuma no because untimi enye hwehan entena ho abrekora ya posti wa health facilities wo Ghana krodua mu hanum sei no wo mu hia practitioners a wo beba beboa ama amanfo apomuden yetimi ama no atoto yie egina brane enti wakasa ejem se na wotwe ba akopɛ ena yede ema eye practitioner bia ya transfer na na say ya posti no onko ni duty post no enko ye adwuma say en wode ensem no etudwa.
The updates on the posting of new medical officers across the country as at Friday, that is last Friday, is not encouraging. But I wish to state that government's policy to send medical officers into the district should not be misconstrued or be seen as punishment. It should be seen as an equitable distribution of our health workforce. And we are posting the medical doctors where they are needed. The updates on the posting of new medical officers across the country as at Friday, that is last Friday, is not encouraging. But I wish to state that government's policy to send medical officers into the district should not be misconstrued or be seen as punishment. It should be seen as an equitable distribution of our health workforce. And we are posting the medical doctors where they are needed most. And therefore, I am very confident that these newly posted medical doctors will respond to our call to save and serve Mother Ghana. I have seen from the update that regions like Upper West and Upper East are recording 0 as at Friday. We will give them additional 1 week to appeal to them to report to their various facilities where they have been posted. After which we will do what we call validation. Unfortunately, there's no way we are going to change anything here. Unfortunately. And so we will give them 1 more week to report to their various health facilities, whilst we are also engaging the stakeholders in their respective districts, regional ministers, members of parliament, DCs, chiefs, to facilitate their stay in their district to be able to give up their best. We have started that myself, engaging them. And so government will also look at how we can incentivize them to give up their best in these districts where they have been posted. I believe, and I have the strongest conviction, that our wonderful medical doctors will respond to this call. We have nearly 50% of all medical doctors we have in this country in Greater Accra alone. Nearly 50%. It's not scary. So at this point, government has taken a decision that, look, let's post these medical officers to where their services are needed most. I don't need to say much because I know that they will respond to this call. Ahafo, we have posted or allocated 21 medical doctors. As at Friday, 8 people have reported. Ashanti 33, 25 people have reported. Bono 29, 11 people have reported. Bono East 27, 9 people have reported. Central 34, 20 has reported. Eastern 34, 23 has reported, Greater Accra 20, 16 has reported, Northern Region 32, 7 has reported, Northeast 19, 0, OT 21, 1, Savannah 19, 7 has reported, Upper East 35, 0, Upper West 32, 0, Volta Region 37, 15, Western Region 37, 14, Western North 31, 2. So these figures are only for Ghana Health Service. We have the CHAG and we have the other health facilities. I thank you for the opportunity.
For that is the health minister and I quote say war pension say mo bobo so say yet krom ha and ye nya adwuma nya o ye nya adwuma ye say ye posti mo so a mo se ba bia ye de mo akoto no mompe yo ya mamu na wache baako monko na monko sum na Ghana for enya good health care. Now what this health issues ni mu no na nse ye hu say demonstration e yi kire gengirenje because wo krodwe mu ha na nurse for chirema yentua wo moka ne atuo mwasu ni ade from the health desk for and say from the Ministry of Health no wo mo de abeto dwa say nurses for aketua wo mo atua enti no o mo nsha ne nso no mo nkoye adwuma enti wo share screen so say update on nurses salary payment and medical officers posting and no de wadi kan ho asem wo say the Ministry of Health wishes to inform the public that over 6,000 newly recruited nurses have received their salaries, covering the full cohort of 13,500 nurses recruited nationwide. The ministry assures all stakeholders that all outstanding administrative matters will be duly addressed into omutirema. Anese fo anu omo de omo ka e wo krom ha sei no a omo ye be 6,000 e de yetwe omo ka omo ye keka omo nyina bomu anese omo nenam 13,000 plus yetwe asa nkrofo ni nyina eka omo hyebo se kwan bia wo so omo fa so na ma omo working condition no eye kama no omo behye na omo aye e de ama omo. Also the ministry also commends the newly posted medical officers who have reported to their designated duty stations. And now say a doctor for any medical practitioners ya posti wo mo ebinumu pese wo mo bekono wo mo akono abasobode shunko ene ye bo mo abaso e wo adwuma so no a now Obasia will say those who have not yet reported I kindly requested to do so by Friday 12 December 2025. This extended deadline is intended to provide all remaining officers with adequate opportunity to report as part of the ongoing effort to ensure a fair and balanced distribution of health workers across the country. Mo amayo madwen se mo ye health practitioners nanso baby a ye de mo akoto no mo nkono yesi ye ma mo up to fiada December busumi ma ne de to so dumienu mo nkona mo nkoye adwuma ni sanse ye ntimi empake mu nyina enkogu baby faako na wo mo aka ewo wo man no enkrabata aka no mo me den survive when it comes to health issues enti ye playing a free and fair see nyina ye nkoni enkoye adwuma wo say the Ministry of Health wishes to reiterate that the postings are not punitive but rather an essential measure to achieve equitable deployment of health professionals. Enti moi I am saying and out ya crani ya sheda na yedo akwakoto ayi da mango enti ye pese ye twinwa so yes na tie wo mu kiremu anya sa na tie na se amanfo a woda mango nso benya yare hwe papa nti ene yedo akoto da mango enti mamu fa nhye mutimu se ndisi aban wo mo pese wo mu bom atirimodin na wo mo de mo efa kwan bonne so da bi enya sa na etie. Was families and relatives of the newly posted medical officers are encouraged to support them in accepting and settling into their assigned postings, especially in the undeserved areas. Inti echirema ebusuafo okunu oyere Usually you post to kuna kotu baby na we say corona bia na chichichi no ene mira me nko debi I can't leave my wife to go no yes munyai sa de no na mo mama abusuafo ne nko no mo nkosom esan say school no mo kosom wan koso mo kono mo betina nkran hanum say mati asenti munhye wo munkuran na wo mu entimi enko ye adwuma no enti ensem a efiri the Ministry of Health eba ye no ɛne ya pense mu ɛde ama na no asɛm bi ɛkɔ so a ɛwɔ krom ha sɛ ya me ne wo ka sɛ amanfo bebre ayɛ so concerned about no ɛfa ɛyɛ Ghana yesa na hene a wobetwe mu kɔ ye a muhu no screen susu money white de bia wo hye white wo kɔ kan budget kan on ye white ne de yɛbɔ ma no Ken Oforiata. Yehu se yewura Kisi Ejabin, the special prosecutor. Na wo jina no so tin pa nyasem keto abesi nei. Amanfo bebre kra ne hu ne se Kisi Ejabin adwuma no we hu so because ontimi fa Ken Oforiata mbedru krom ha de a na adwuma no wo ye ne sen. Na eno na ekuo bi a yetwa ne tia wa se CCG me kire Concerned Citizens of Ghana. Womatro petition de akwakoma US embassy wa Ghana ha say sabre de o ma hwe hu se Kisi Ejabin adwuma ne yegyan ma wono nko a wontimi nye enti wo mo mfa mo ntema nkobo Kisi Ejabin tumamu na wo mo anya na chese baabi bia Ken Oforiata akwakɔhye US man ni mu no yemmo no mra Ghana ha na emra no entimi anya adwuma nye se bia wo mo bɔ ne kwadu se bia wono Ken Oforiata no he's a corporate and I say he's guilty of the charges leveled against him Debbie nemom womo pese wotimi bedu krom ha na emra ne taking in due course say near process when ye de ne befa mu ne ehu ba bia no kra ne wa yetimi ehu but say womo ebeye han sama Ken Oforiata akotena US baby ada edidi ababa ne ho ama ne ho ato ne de bi indirect say pa de e wo say US embassy wo Ghana hanum say womo etimi de omontoma ekobo Kisi Ejabin tumam na womo etimi ema Ken Oforiata ebepie krodue mu hanum say enti wo hwe petition tin pa womo etebri ede akwakoma can say US embassy ne dia na abusia enya sem to share screen so a or say Concerned Citizens petition US embassy to help extradite Ken Oforiata to Ghana and say nimanim ya ne de we need Ken Oforiata in Ghana yentimi enye hwehan ehwe no emanent na US honum and was see a group calling itself Concerned Citizens of Ghana has petitioned the United States Embassy in Ghana, urging American authorities to cooperate with Ghana's government to facilitate the extradition of the former finance minister Ken Oforiata, who has been formally charged with corruption and economic crimes. Internet say, charges ne de abono. Nanso ye hia no wo krodwe mu hanum say, enimanimu ya he should appear. Now, so the petition dated 2nd December 2025 appeals to the embassy to assist in verifying Mr. Oforiata's whereabouts, support collaboration between US and Ghanaian authorities, and fast-track the processing of our former extradition request. The group emphasized that it was not declaring the former minister guilty, but insisting that the law must take its course. Into Muchema, Concerned Citizens of Ghana fui Womuchemu se Ken Oforiata pese US embassy ne boa na omutumi hu baabi potia wo hye US na afei se wometumi aboa wo mommoane yemmoane mbra Ghana na womra no mometoto na no omutumi nyenhwehwemu emfanfa ne ho nyese bia wo mo bɔ ne kwadu se chinchina achen charges e de bɔ no ni nyina no wodi bim anase wodi fo wo ho da bi nyesa na wo mo kire but womra keke na emra no enhyase enya adwuma so justice must not depend on geography, let the law work, the petition stated. Enti semra ebe ye adwuma enwo se ye hwe ba bia nipa ne wo ansamra na ye adwuma. So US kura e wo se emra no etimi efa kwan bi so na serve the rightful purpose. Enti no mo de kratai akoma US embassy wo Ghana. See, according to the petitioners, Mr. Oforiata's absence from the country is delaying the criminal process and undermining national efforts to strengthen accountability. Enti say ye pem no kre ene perpa yenti no wo mu kirema ene Ken Oforiata ni ho ena wo yare ena ne busuafo the krata akoma court say wo mo yi extradition Interpol ni free ni so ene say wo kina say no mo kire say delay process no mo ma papa ne mra na de wo se ye no yenye na asem no yenwu mu no kresa nsem panifo na e ka se babia no kra ne da no wan fan to ho no ma now, so the petition, which is currently circulating online, has gathered more than 600 signatures at the time of this publication, with organizers urging Ghanaians at home and abroad to support the call for extradition. Social media posts promoting the petition continue to trend on X, formerly Twitter, and Facebook. Tuomutirema say no, any pole bear 600 ewa Ghana ha, and womodi omonsa ashe petition na se a wo say amanfo mo maka ni nyina mo homodene no mo nso enfo mo nsan hya ase se de be ya ye betimi extradite anase betimi aboke no foriata aba Ghana ma emra no aye adwuma. Now so the petition follows significant development in the ongoing corruption probe by the Office of the Special Prosecutor. The OSP has officially charged Mr. Foriata, Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited (SML) and 6 other high-ranking officials for corruption and corruption-related offences. In total, 78 counts have been leveled against the accused persons. Those charged include Ernest Dakon Akori, 67. He is the chef de cabinet of the Minister of Finance. On the nature say na one can of Foriata na ye juma pepe he works under him. Emmanuel Kofi Nti or no a former Commissioner General at the Ghana Revenue Authority. Amishadai Owusu Amwa one also a former Commissioner General at the Ghana Revenue Authority. Okwa se honoma. There are other people, Kojo Damwa, one also a former Commissioner, Customs Division, Isaac Krentel, former Commissioner, Customs Division, GRE, Evan Seduse, CEO and beneficial owner of SML, Strategic Mobilization Ghana Limited, the beneficiary company, Kuonan Kasanso, Yabo Mukwadro, and Safo Wemunina, Eka Hubie and Yeri Homo. Not your the emana banesa ne sa asem no atwentwen so ne se nipa ejina ne so pa ken Oforiata wono nso na besinde echina na doctor for send na yabu ne kon atese a whole lot of issues ya ne surgery ya operations ya ne dey and want me medru krom hanom say no and a concerned citizen for ne say enough is enough say kisi ajabe nko entimi nya adwuma ne dia and ye was say the US embassy etimi eboa and we shall say the charges stem from a wide-ranging investigation into contracts awarded to SML between 2017 and 2024 which prosecutors describe as part of a coordinated criminal enterprise allegedly designed to defraud the state. Intino, not to say Ken Foriata, quadro idea bono, say, wono any adjumequa, you trying to tell us SML, any pennyphobic to Sam Shadai, Monia, Denina, and who a bon mubieno, and wo mo air senka, you bet to me, and who are sem no emuno cre, and babia, wait me the assem na fan or more. Sabe, wo mo ye corporate no, yet to me actual mo so, said ye esse. Ebusia, any bre aba. Wasansem we yamuno yen sorry swa na yekopie mu the eastern region part of Ghana hono na eye Achimebua Kwa state wo henia wo ho sajefo amotia for penny sabre de wabebubo bi pa de ama NDC abanyanya sem ketwa na ama Ghana fo bebre na chem se ohine de oye kamia ise wo ya ye nhwehwani mu eden na ekoso papa ya bekasa me kire amotia for penny nsem a wodi abeto dwa nyina kire se Ghana ha galamsey amanfo tu ne krom hanom se no ukopie mu ewo Achimebua Kwa state dia the oman no akoto ba bia enye kra ne se galamsey se kro no galamsey di kro ni mia a enya sem ketwa na ne nsem a wo ka nyina ne se ebre bi wo sore ye pa se nanka wo pese wo ye bibi ema galamsey no etuotwa particularly kra ewo Ebua Kwa state wo nanso NDC ni pani bi sorry tia ya na enya sem ketwa na besinde se omuntimi nya hwemfa ho de a na te se de oyene ene o haw kese pa na eba na sansem we ya ohene de betu dwa no Ghana fo binu mo chese papa we wo ya ye hwehwani mu sanse bra na NPP aban no wo so no wa meka hwe ena amanfo site se Achim mafias wo so ne de wa hu se na galamsey say Achimebua Kwa afei ne wahu ana sesen na ansa na yebeduadua mu wasansem ni mu no yebekwa akwaje bre na yetie sede ye amotia for penny ankasa tu nanum tuo wo sa ensem we eho yeba yebeto aso de amam
galamsey I started, you know my position. I started saying, this is because because it's not good. And he came over the idea. Because here, where's your original license for mineral commission? I didn't see what about my license and you go to. Anyway. And when we took our people to go and stop them, you know what happened? They were throwing stones at my car. The impunity of people, I went back home. It was out here back near to woman car. All I wanted to do was stop this menace and say yes, so near the way back. And she had a carry a call for swamp of war. Or catch and say, as you come out, lake now on almost animal. Because they want to look good, and me looking bad, they say, me, and I'm not done with my name. Me. Now, I know. And that's what you know in Nigeria. Seriously, unless you have a demented mind, not you, not the person you go mind. Why would I go by night and steal my life to Gabs? And there's no cheap or what happened. I said, the person will go to the Oklahoma, or maybe I can stop me. Not even a buy. And yet, it took root to weaken me because I was the advocate against him. Yeah, a bear said, what you and I'm saying. And I suffered for that, and I work. I'm broaching me a man of my year to achieve my They start looking at me differently. But that's okay. When I'm doing a major and I'm here. They said, I'm saying that year too hard. So I call me for Burkina Faso. And now, so what's the Abano or two? No, say I dare no, and short hands, and yet him for there, and yet him for there. Oh, two, the only people who slow and nearby. I want to make us all 2 few pictures. I'm going to no be two. I want to make a once. Oh, Kaka, you're going to believe it. And we want a first year, could be here. I think so. And I think so, won't catch off. And your boy said, "Wow!" And I said, "Who stop who on locally? I will threaten you." I said, "You to be trust. You are Burkina Faso for you. For my equal. Every next guy at you. I will stop you. Then you become an enemy for all people because they see it every day. And they know you and I may be on the same page. Oh, Pagana here. Unless you go and confront the truth." Yeah, come on, catch them. This thing will not end.
Abusia, that is a year or Henia or a year chim a Buakwa state or Sajefo Amotia or for a penny. And I watch him say Galam sense and semi walk road dream had ye cassie ye can win net now so sabre dear I was semping for when they say a brasson so we be at the found because some time ago or Jina Mutinte my pa senka walk Casadia fa a year. Galamsey huno yera ofosu ampo for the then Eastern Regional Chairman edema NDC amanyuko ne ebe kasa ya mane ye say ase wono na nipa bonefo any ade enti at this point something has to be done about this whole Galamsey say di Kroman for no kasa and this is the time I was here kasa mama for chemu said this is the time no is it because say NDC ne wa ben mu and I say he's being real because time na nana danko kufado ne na ban ewo pa mu no ya nche there who much of him talking about this whole Galamsey issue ni ade nanso ene de eba no saying was NDC for ya say ye jabi omo na ye toto ayampia edema omo no ena afenyo markings enso aba be kasa ede afa sika bi a ye kire mu say NDC fo akwakotua sebe parliament and approve na omo akwakotua about 10 million Ghana cedis sabre de wo mo eji mu nkire mu say wo mo mra na wo mo ma mechem because say NDC de mo de Ghana for fa so no enya de a eso ani yentie said de yera afenyo markings wo sole krim e de sansem we etudwa.
Mr. Speaker, you have decided to spend almost 10 million cedis. Who spent this? Who authorized this? It was not Parliament that approved this. And your own report is saying that releases are in excess. What the PFM Act is saying is that this is an offense. Somebody must be liable for this. We've already started seeing the scandal. Mr. Speaker, this is scandal number 1 right here in the report. Mr. Speaker, we have seen it in a report signed by the chairman of the committee, not the minority saying something. It is a majority itself admitting. Mr. Speaker, just as Honorable Anodom said, this side of the House would want to put across this point that the consideration of this estimate be placed on ice until we receive sufficient explanation as to why more than what was approved was released under this expenditure item. Mr. Speaker, this government that claims that it is resetting and therefore believes in accountability, probity, transparency in governance. We cannot approve this until sufficient explanation is put forth. We know that in this house, we never varied this expenditure item. There is no evidence of that. If so, they themselves should prove it. They have admitted and they've been caught pants down. Fortunately, this is not the minority's report. These are figures that are coming from official circles. It is not a minority member who has gone for this figure somewhere. Mr. Speaker, I want to look this way so that I can make my point comfortably. Mr. Speaker, they themselves produce these documents. These data and figures have become part of the records of this house.
Who produced these documents?
Mr. Speaker, the ministry. The report is coming from the
report
committee.
Is coming from the committee.
No, yeah, Mr. Speaker, the committee relied on the returns from the ministry. And the chairman and the clerk have signed. Mr. Speaker, the chairman who is from their side. Mr. Speaker, we are saying that they should withdraw this report. They should withdraw this report, do the needful. There must be a full inquiry into this matter. How they spent in excess of almost 10 million cedis. Mr. Speaker, the minority is demanding inquiry into why they spent in excess of what was approved.
Thank you,
we
Leader.
will not support this estimate to be approved. Full inquiry must be instituted to deal with this matter.
Abusia Feoma Kinzeni Abrepa, Wochemu say, Hey, a Heneha, a Nyadia Wabayan Shehain, Ama NDC for Abeyo Mubukata. It's in any Abrepa, which shall say my minjina ye, Kranamin Kassem, no said a beya. Mr. Speaker, I'll bet me some American, who bet in ye. Now, yen sorry, swa, not just say we are still on a year. Amanyo sema ekos wo ye kro dream hano eno na eye minister for communications, digital technology and innovation yera Sam George ede ensembi ababetu dwa wo kire mu say at this point ne de they are about to roll out a SIM registration exercise. Now what SIM registration exercise no as early as the first quarter of a year afia yebe remu meche 2026 no na sa exercise no asha see we enya sem foforo wadika kan wasem bebre kra ansa enei wosan so ababe kire mu na nsem we a wode betu dwa se ye ba be re-registration of SIM card no Ghana for bebre akasa nwom chem say wey a waste of energy and waste of time. De bia aban bia ba opeso register SIM card. Aden emfaso be mpa na wo so like what is the benefit of this whole SIM card registration here there? It's say they don't seem to get the whole idea behind it. Now so another thing Sam George Echemune say we are moving from quality of service to quality of experience next year. And on amount for James and Sam George, and then no person watch there a week it like you say it because what say you are moving from quality of service to quality of experience. Not just our patch the same because already no yen says Sam George or buy amount for bebre and then a face one way or the other, especially when it comes to data packages near there. But Sam George Chema the re-registration no ebesisa near any so and social screens no swa way every TV3 Ghana will see according to Samuel Nate George, Minister for Communications, Digital Innovations and Technology, the National SIM registration exercise is scheduled to begin in the first quarter of 2026. Internet to say you see a finimwa from January to hopefully you can say April. No, we should see say the exercise has been rolled out. Now, Osha comment will be true. Was here now say he was the same person who opposed the previous registration and told his followers not to register while dancing to Stubborn Academy. How much is your money? No. Hey, God has patience, power. And that is what Chema Sam George. Ebra NPP amanyo kuono ebetina so. So the re-registration nipa bro. Near register one ko register will block you. You have to link your Ghana card. Need to say stress upon nipa femu. Make I pass Sam George ka say mo bia nko he ni go pram for montana se mamon ko they can't do anything. Nobody should go register. And so when they also buy ye. I say if you can't beat them, you join them. I said exactly cliche no juma pa in this administration according to Dr. Brakojo Adono. Now I said there's Sam George. Na wo bo obi di egu no ade ana wo mpese ye be ye no say wo ba ye no you are also imitating the same thing na what you say it is very very bad on the side of Sam George say wo betietia ne predecessors anamomo mami eslo wusu ni etwabo no Sam George mi di gu mami so ama onse mami me so so da no onya good efenisen sleep nightmare pa no onya enso ene Sam George ena yehu ni ya wono nso repeat the same thing he spoke against. And Sam George and Kasa there as a man for shada antenna say because at this point you know yenti from quality of service to quality of experience you know and he said as no service you know and as no said the experience in Tibia 2026 the whole experience with using the particular telecommunication networks will Chrome Hano it be a new feel about it because this is what Sam George come. Na Sam George issue si emuano abusia yankasa yen former educational minister yera Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum wababe kasa edi afanie mabaku mienu ho a eno nso ekoso efa wasi results a ebeto mountain no eso no eho na ne nsema a wo kan nyina ne say wasi results ya sebe ye kase NPP for ne be say system no na ama wasi results ene ye hu de ehu ene ade there is more to it than we know o chemu say wasi issues yana said the ye hu no ende no e was say avoid the politics every educational sector anymore because party way ba no the one ko educational sector nim yen dani way yen butu way yen chia way yen wusu way ni nyina no ha adwene say ye pese ye the initiative bi ni policies bi egu akwemu in the educational sector the major priority e was ye hwe no adesuafo a wo mo esua de because wo mo na policy no ebe affect yo mo say ka politicians ne nko ade a changing policies would be like changing the sebe manusu simina so oba pioto wati ase be ma wo sasa ma nanso no e wo se ye dwen mmofra no kan kwani wo madesua ho ansan ye betimi aye bibisa ye beje bre na yetie sede professor ya o say doctor ya o say di chum wono ankasa echeche sansem we mu efaye yentie no emra ye ba ye beto aso
tiwe me director general me fro ni edinkita ho a ye dinkita ho a me ne Dr. Cancer Trust ne ye cancer we na say most improved schools it mean na ye den e buy and na make him be say Yeah, aban credit can't yeah first term na Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe minister. Me boa me fa Abrante bia no Dr. Tando. One na ichobe deputy director general of Ghana Education Service. Ono na SIP no secondary education improvement project no. One na hwe instructions so. Say be schools a modern no. You bet me a page omo no ma de kire akoyie. O ma de kire akoyie na so hwe no so etimi adan akoyie. Enti se wonim baabi enema tochia because I didn't hear sir me ehun se so hwa ye betoe no enema ye dan e wo fom enti e wo fom enti na kwan be na e befa so esi etiti teacher fo yi eno enam sa kwa no so e my more teachers so sa be kan ho enti me nuaba se wani so ade hu no se ade ya atumi me ye hu bibi a ebe ye yie wo be ye hu bibi na emum ayi adwen se o eno ano no na ese o mu faili sa if you say no more modern, ubi ne boanti, a basana, ubi ja more feeling next year beam. Exams council catcher say why I can force simple interest omutimine. In term now with dimrika teachers are going to be mathematics teachers mumra. Ubi amra. Ye be church mo simple interesting. Sabe am bit me actually ni because next year no ye mpese simple interest question ba akwala bi abeden ebiti.
And then yeah, when Womasan State say even for them to acknowledge the importance of even funeral when it comes to social studies to company and also.
So what do? All social studies teachers must participate in workshop. How much reference year for especially should participate in workshop immediately. Say by next year, sa question ni ba umbit me answer. That's what you do.
They're not doing that.
No. Why you for na catch us? Mama to was you. Yeah, no dear. Baby, and why for because I touch you be examiners by three teachers. Ente wunya me amboa me why for catch us a hand to sina. Ka policy direction and say professional development. All final year teachers. Ye boke shiamu. Tuamu TNT. Ama mu osua nieme se be ya nkwala no. Question way back on beating me aye and no near this is of my own. And yes, I the out one I'll say, baby, me the men she say first no mancola. Why can force a how montiasi was okay, Mate, media brasia sum. Inti when I penia said director the GS was I accept full responsibility. I'm going to do something about it. I'm telling you what I would have done. What I would have done was to sit down with my director general. So director general. Yes, I deal with Kolani den NTS. Min pesa fear bebe. And so her beba no manya den, or my intimia den, anye. Intino, monya workshops for teachers, final year teachers. 1 week. Mon for munya ankushia, regions by regions, ye pesika, ye de ye, 7 years, I deal we been to ye beam.
From 2020 no urban these were things that we implemented. Was it a permanent thing and I say be every year be a de beba and amoye?
No, examiners no. Omo ehun say omo to bet me at trust the last 3 years question we ban na nkola na yeden intimi hwe ne ye and I say be a fee de buy nkola no amom ho say funeral asase no okay to be hu say o ma kire mu na afei mo nso mo akohwe mu books am use no say e be funerals no ye treat ne ye wo mu ana lesson plans wa akohwe say e kwan be na fa so e treat funerals in our lesson plans o say wan hwe ya what the soboni nyina be bakola no se ono na wanye den wansua ebi nso a na ukohwe ekwan efa so kire no na nya no na wake for ne den
but me chesa say initiative we no a permanent ade an wo ho
oh yes
enti identity
say permanent transitional menuaba hwe ade ba akwa meka magana fo nyina tia say political transition ese hwe die political transition because
yes,
the children are suffering. Political transition. Some edru ho January a year do meko we ko e kwa be na fa so kra na wo betimi abo minister Orban amani maybe o honma handover notes no enye detailed enough. Me what I would suggest say in the future any transition yen hwe agents organizations and agencies say GS.
Abusiafo ensemo a eye yankasa yen former educational minister Dr. Osei Edichumo de tu dwa no ene ekotie ye free sansem we so dia na ye kopie mu wo NPP amanyoko no akache ho na ye bwawura honorable Kennedy Japan ne camp na emo se afi de eniema kakra obese peke de ma Kennedy Japan sansem me ne wo kase de na atoshi wo ye former member of parliament de ma Tema West me ne wo kase wakọ eye aprobo meka ne se campaign woni amanfo kasa no chire mu se watete nsem mebre se amanfo chire mu wodi honorable Kennedy Japan wachi esan se wo pese wo ye running mate edema Kennedy Japan like when I say ye kikakwa the possibility of she becoming the vice president edema ken no enti na wodi Kennedy Japan wachi en wo chire mu se mo nim ne mo kika wo mu se 2024 no now was supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia but when who something different something extraordinary and unti and ama na decide the same what in intima ebeba bebo Kennedy Japan team because baby Ghana ye dro no nipa bi ti second ene ehia no e de pa ena na atoshi ehu ya wo se sabre de we free Bawumia camp akwakopie mu e wo honorable Kennedy Japan camp na chese o kiremu the vice presidential role near the end day, it is not really a major factor. But sebe, omo kika ne sa no, enye se bia woni Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo issues and now woni ni case debi. Ochemu say woni Bawumia yonkofa no is tight, is sealed, but there is more to the reason why we join a Kennedy Japan camp. Let's unravel it.
Baby so why you say me vice president edi na mako ken ho no na munua said ya megina hei midi bia enye me si obi a oba ya party card onni bi onsum party da ono kura ya hohoro no ma ne card ma wa device 8 years na me ama hye adwuma tesemo me nso midi bia eye timesramo santro na wo mu enemy di no nanse yi na nansa me kote baako yesi school feed mina me say school feeding na afide we nyina every year manso edubia wo mo ba be kan ka kire wo mo say candidate amo ton no mo fa ne mbra na munyai atoshi na amo say no enya say na be ma mo ato ana me pa oni pentumi say dia Yehowa hira no na kwan nyina ye hira mo na mo ye si an ne etu an ne fo bra na be ton wo candidate ne jai na atoshi na wo ha no ana me boa Damwase 2023 abra ye ko election no na me ye adwuma ma Dr. Bawumia but this time enyoma bia mehu ne nyoma bia koso nti makoda adwene ka kire me se dia wo betumi aboa yen ama ye win power eye Kennedy ohene Japan na Kennedy ho ama beyi enye se bia me ne Dr. Bawumia wo ntokwa bi da bi Dr. Bawumia ye ni papa de seso ye no ono so ye me ne ni ntokwa bia me do no pa na nyoma bi e koso wo Ghana me hwa this time there Kennedy na esno election 2024 and esno election 2028 and we are to say naya assembly any so mobile sha Dr. Brian Champon Dr. Duchu Munyina no more support Dr. Bawumia and then woman kasa for forms a woman su jinebi anamebwa and ti assembly any hu na me yes say mabahi any atem didi any didi mi wo party nim abronye bi owo ho oso mu an obu kon entronko a and you say, me na me say common fund adwuma yi me ne Dr. Bawumia na ye ono no tre for 5% to her for 10% to her for way to her today be ade America ne say me ye ni year me ne Dr. Bawumia na ye manye ni year me ne Dr. Bawumia na ye na we nyina no ehuni ya ye ade a ye lusu awie no afi no bi ba be kire say we na ye say there be party na yetwem wo ye lose elections ye pese ye fa flag bearer a obebua yama ye winning enya nyoma esisi ye ne hia ye mumu area say enya common fund ne hia mo kwan no mo kwan nye onyame mamuntu ne bumu maken no mba meye mawo
Ebusia na toshi ensema wo kiremu eno no wo kiremu se afi bia ene ba bia yebo edekọ afi atwemu no wo bo ne bo no ekọ baomia camp sabre de wakoda sodaye ehu anisuade hunu no se wo bekọ akọtai Kennedy Japan achi enti no eduro bia nka dem no obi am forget the worker it is Kennedy Japan or no one else na ensem we ya mu no kamia se Ken wo jene samba ewo eye afi mu pa esanse me ne wo kase ejiso MP lawyer Kwabena Boaten wono nso ede eye ne nyansa ne nimdie na hofama nyina ma eye honorable Kennedy Japan na say the ticking is ticking nine nyema teke pa ede ko Ken kampa utimu say Ken echi eye du pa eba if say ye dikan hu say na atoshi de wa be kase Ken na water inachi ena say lawyer Kwabena Boaten so abeka se ono nso ejina mu pintin edema honorable Kennedy Japan no wakeka nsem ba ko mienu bi a abusuya editie endika enti yenko na yenko tie se de no nso wode etudwa
me do do atonchen ena mahwa bontin mahwa no so ti se nku adagwo so dwa ho na mnyini ye ti omudwa ti mabodi ene mahunu dwom wo se adibi no manfo no so wo mu pedi wo mu ko do adibi eti me kwa no anchechera ade akọ ti free na ko ma ye nyese we ne pe me de we na mpe na sem me de we na me pe na sem da bi why na be me etumi yenti amrante no atuagu honorable Kennedy Japan eso nyina na enwuma omo penyuma ye nyese bia no so be ma no muhu bida ana we special bia omo pe obi a dance ye wo no ho so obetimi aye enwuma mu omanye bia ye yo no eno ye baako omo se hu ne se mrei wonu etimi kana sempi Ghana for no pe obi a amamuo no o kana sempimpi Ghana for no pe obi a ne huhu ebeto omo no mbe ye adwuma no so Ghana sika ye nyina ye de wu so okrofo timi de ye yi se tam etimi nka fisi ene ne wo party ni yekoka party no ni mbegu ase yekoka party no bese yekoka party no ni mbegu ase ni enye Ghana for ansa na ye be ye NPP for yenye Ghana for ansa na ye be ye NDC enti wo party babo abro de no de nka ho na refi so wa wo magu mu a wo pe da ache de abom fe dia ha se yetete nkofo nsa de wo mu baage no e man be kakra na ewu agya wo mu ma na bebo mu ban wi ase e be du wo de na nye nsa de yeti wo ni eti ni peti sem no aye ka no enye party sem ene wo boss se age so wo to wo tin be kakra wo no amrante no mbefo e shebre mu asem ne yekan yu o man shebre asem ne yekan enya agrodi ehia wo pania ne tadwie mu edene ehia pania ne nsem wo edene ehia pania otimi pini ne tirim wo na atale na koma ho kra na wo yade a enya ohene ba kwa bepe na asem wo Bible mu ye de ode Daniel ekotu jemu no Bible say no ohene ne pe Daniel asem enso no wa hyemra se free mre we kopi mre we mo bia mompa ye ntire nyankopon bia ti ebeka chen se Daniel aye no ha no ehye no enso wa hyemra ti no wo so ye dey opini ni tiri no ma mra ye adwuma that is a leader Ededia obi di o ma na bra ni akwa Mr. President papa we ona na ma yisika ko campaign papa we ona bua ye pa ye yiu na akata so sika nke betumi ahwe amansan ye ne etie am ye nyina ye ma etumi abeto man papa agina yie no okrofo de ayi yie si tam yesi me yanka ne ma be ba be ka kire me no umienu ye ma se wuni no se no wa mobra bra ne ambo etie nche bra ne ambo seremu sebre komo na eduru ho de yedie na ko mu hwan ne eta no ko mu hwan yemfa ono abo ken nko ne yemfa no kwaji tumi no ye de niji tumi no ba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia benya tumi no so mfa so bra champo wo mu bi Dr. Educhum wo mu bi sempenifo ndie munim se de omo ye o ma de obewi ni no anopa akokosi ko no osi de odi second no osi na bobua omu bi enu abetumi apam na free tumi mu na wo wi ni wo se Dr. Bawumia obepam
abusiafo na chese Ken has got more hands ewo eye ne company mu a ye hopeful say abato ne bekwa wieye no na ebia it has gone in his favor yenko pie mu ewo eye wasi results ensensema ekoso ewo krodwe mu hanom say de abeda ni blame game obi akotro ne nsohwe na anko yie na ada ni blame game ebi chese NPP for na aye ebi so chese eye NDC for na aye mene oka say NDC National Communications member eye Bernard PSA wo kire mu say emofran social wo mu chiro ye nyina social studies fail, mathematics fail. Ye kan wase mokrom ha no. Ne kese pa de ye fa sobo no. Enfambo free SHS. Esan se free SHS amofre yuko ye. Ye mampeni dada. Nana adudan Kufuado initiative a wode bayen. Eno enene arena nkwala yi to this state se omutimi tron so hwe obitimi bo F9 F in change fitisuru kosi ase na chese social studies grade anka na nya subject e wose nkomu failing so ene omo failing there yenti ase se a free SHS and ama no aba ne saa me just say you be wondering na free SHS ne de say 8 years ago results na free SHS na no omoko na was encouraging nti eba ne say na afi nkwa de say free SHS and ama na aba ne saa kakum ye ginikwaku anum nti yenkwa ginchire mu emfi wonu ane ho
NPP so ti ase ye pedro ka the first jabenti NPP so ti ase ye pedro ka the first jabenti ekwa na da no first jabenti ye ti ni nyina bi na wada so kan na bi vado nkwa no the first jabenti so betankroma ye bi president Mahama be ye bi so de kakra be so ati ase iti ye jetum
ye discuss
ye jetum
but and the way di no oka
oh no no
ye ka example no kwesi oka say free SHS and one ye discuss
one ma okwan say si aba be boss akire yen free SHS fun so one result na ye discuss in the federal when you say can free SHS ana free SHS fun so and ye discuss nya de ye twem do Mahama we metwem iti time ye betimi aye so just my enhance my fan performance. Then you bet me here now more fan addition.
You will need to interrogate.
We are talking about the same free SHS. You tell me here. And me can was after that when you are now.
You have to interrogate what happened.
Absolutely.
Interrogate what?
Absolutely. Then because more fan we didn't feel some of them but we didn't fear the sound. Let's move on. We didn't fear the sound school. You had to contact hours. Home come home. That's what he say. You had to work double track system. Sani many millions so ben ni nyan wo mofa no adesuam. Contact hours no eso towe. Enti enom so den e nya wo mofa na adesuam. So wotimi cover adesuam BS wo sua na.
Ofi me ye chese because na ye say asem no ho ayi bi no atwa na ya dance. Ye can say no doesn't mean say sa double track ene mofa free HS mofa ni nyina no over the years womo anya de na afei na ye hunu womo emode mo ana
sana ye kan se opochichi finsu ase ebeka so den chemawu a wonye na chinye we relate to nya ye kan ho a teacher for no won mo fra no school won anu this one better about and I say interrogate what buy no was den no better as say kan no na ye pian ni nyina abom no ma no mom o pian ni nyina echi fi baby a obefi mo fra no from JSS aba senior secondary no entrance net then ho sem be brave prempren ade bia na ye da bia na ya anye no ye di no kware say ye ma cheating bia anko sa examination num nti ne awunim no ye okay so what I say ye mo bia meboa wo office for we sa na mani fi ho no I expose system na ye run no but na make what I say nti ama ye hu say mo fra no won abisua na kasa kra nsa okosua okwakwotro won so hwe no enyina so ye nti dan ye betimi ha na make say yen shada ma ex-president transibio okay na won hwehwe mu mayen won mu ayen because over the years ya no propaganda sa ya cosmetizing nti no results na eba bo nti na na feel say ya mana ko so bibi aba no mean say na ye bibi fufo but pimping the abededi going forward na matifia banga no ne say obetu anamon fufo obe make sure say sa loopholes na abama mo fa na pass for examination no obetu anamon mati from education minister no mati fine vice nso no Dr. Clementa Park. Yankopon Shan oye bia wa kira dia wo school pon mu na dia che. Nti no kan mefa na ya sere se won ma hwehwemu ankasa mra. Ni ya mu amofa ya ma adesua no emfa amofra num. Mbade wati ase. Na edu so answer question bia na onim ni oka. Enye ne ya chance wo kwakase because you train them for won ko pass examination.
For on the same issue, no, and I mean, what I say, MP for Akim or the Honorable Alexander Akwesi Akwa and Swakasa about the fact said the NDC focus free education and ama and some mofrey etimiedin cho ewo mo enso hwanimuno and yes aneti and NDC for baye policies any initiative na eboa adesuafo school no say bia teachers for organizing extra tuition dia ma mofra ne ade and afa past questions kwa na yes dia chema mofra se bo be sua nyina no o matwa ne nyina emu be ye den e na enkra yi en reporto e won so nhwe no emu yenkotie se de wono nso e de nsem we etudwa
enyema bi wo ho no mo a na ye wa abamu ne ye ne wa allowances bi a di ma a teacher for no a wo mo eboa me extra classes man kolano. The teachers were motivated. What they say, the teachers were motivated. Again, na ye pe kwan bi so e pe pass questions mo boa mo e ma ye set ye answer those questions.
Almost say apo.
Almost say
almost apo.
Wa check every advanced country. Check every advanced country. E dey in the libraries wo Obe exams, exams questions,
past questions, you know.
How to answer exams, questions in book, and very important. What does it? And that Bibia and China said the same questions now, remember, but at least a mawunu kwaya befa so answer questions. Not more between Bibia research no, research no, research no. Obama between Bibia. Na wo ko ya ukura no so reset here. Unya reset ya be lusu bibia wo so.
Contract bibiri ne normal bibiri be ya.
Be lusu bibia wo so. Ene saa de abade say saa omo stress free fees no a eno so yehu say ewe wo mo. Kosika last time mutua ye. Ene afie skom de ahyem so mpeso mutua no. Yehu no say de mpeso mo ye nyina ne say kwara no feel do. Oh, na dey.
Aban ne betimi abonitim pose because of scam metriama first year students our universities in intino me man cranim failing traffic
but he dia ebeji ni pan kwampo zip line abani nim ho mfaso a wonim se ebeji ni pan kwa edumpo wadani asem na ka se eye condoms na zip line drones no eswa edeko nti ehu nim mfaso nti wo bo prepare Ghana for adwene no ma hwe no matwam aba we bibio to be adie bie nu wona mu a ubetimi akasa wontimi fe nsusu aban we
but critics say sa tablet ya mo de man kra yi na man kra nhua de because omo de hwepo no and the whole education minister honorable Hannah Drusu na no tumu o ma imra so dwafie say nkra ne de sa tablet no hwepo no
do kai be rahwe because onim say tablet here the bank kwala no ya programming tablet ya programming tablet say
site bi o mu
utimi nko na sabi politics mo ho wo ye na se wo nya kandifo be boawo na ho kire wa even na fe wo president sem o kanyina ne mfa kwam to one hwe ya wan kasa umudie ene se ne wonim die tie no na wa fi ase toto papa so.
All right, so that was the issue. Omudi Tuja in regards with the whole issue about the free SHS program. As you see, I know both parties and I say NPP are blaming NDC for the failure of the WASI candidate, and NDC is also blaming likewise NPP, saying say free SHS itself from Amaflo education system. And once again, we are live, so make sure so if baby at the end there, so you can bring in your comments concerning this particular issue, because there are lots of issues are so, and definitely within this next 20 minutes we would like to get your comments as we dive into the whole issue. Now at the end of the day what also know what you think about all of this particular issue so now you be moving on because there are lots of issues I was say then you can't want some right here on this particular platform. Now it's here for mobile can say just up until recently, yes, just up until recently, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or appointee Papa who on the screen, so Randy Abbey as the Cocoa Board CEO. In fact, he is currently the acting Cocoa Board CEO. But I saying there's a new thing Ababe Toja among four parties say this man Randy Abbey may be the first person to bring scandal onto and in the Mahama administration. I didn't say America, sir. In some Americano is based on findings about HS Randy Abbey. Or your Cocoa Board CEO no, or assume power and see and start a sponsor Premier League, any other companies are on mobile ball. Now the big question people are asking is you Randy Abbey, when we brought you in to solve Cocoa Board problems, we brought you in to solve problems of cocoa farmers. After you would term sika Aqua sponsor Ghana Premier League, and many people have started talking about this. And let's put this on the screens. If you are now trust, because there is more angles to this particular story. Obi aye den eka ho asem a amanfo party say ipapa we sa no ba be ye pa dia ene e was say den ye second, because you remember the position yes Excellency John Dramani Mahama Edema no he's not fully the Cocoa Board CEO, he is still the acting. He is still what the acting. It's not acting na say you or ye bibi say dia, then it means he is not fit for the job. Obisun Sama oye den odi tujano. Now let's put this on the screens. Send you can edit tujano. O share the screens we saw. Or see the CEO of Cocoa Board. And I am reading a newsletter and first. Or see Cocoa Board neglects its primary obligations. Redirects attention from cocoa farmers. Redirects attention from cocoa farmers welfare and is set to sponsor Ghana Premier League. So in here no, among four business who actually gave that go ahead. When and a catcher Cocoa Board CEO, acting CEO Randy Abbey say, we being the CEO no on sika Cocoa Board for make you bit media support ye cocoa farmers no on panko support the Ghana Premier League. It will share in some brandy post ya or sounds this particular news card or see the CEO of Cocoa Board is pushing to sponsor football league in which his own club participates and stands to gain financially. Any funds directed to this league will primarily serve his personal interests and those of the education minister. It's according to what we are learning. Party said two ministers, a minister back on also a club, how you Drisu, and also Randy Abbey, Cocoa Board CEO, who also happens to own a club. No, Sisiana Randy Abbey, say or you're acting, your appointees or you're acting Cocoa Board CEO. No, he's not thinking about cocoa farmers. He's not thinking about Cocoa Board. What he is thinking about is how he can support his dying club. how he can support his dying club. And yet, or trust now is okay. If that is the case, Cocoa Board the way, a dean a bit minor must support it because be indirectly, you know, ever benefits a year me club, me football club. Oh, I've got the idea. My main sponsor of the Ghana Premier League. Into Ghana Premier League, ni team kahon. So the team can not sponsor and the team indirectly, no, almost on sponsorship nibi. This is exactly what some people are also alleged. Now, I know this is just a tip of the iceberg because there are many people who are saying, say, Randy Abbey, even NDC4 party said, we voted you in to do something. We voted you in to solve the issues for cocoa farmers. We did not vote you in to go and be sponsoring the Ghana Premier League, which your own team is part of the Ghana Premier League. Which your own team, okay, is part of the Ghana Premier League. Now, let us put this on the screens for you to know exactly other forms. And if you say, amount for be so NDC form parties, Randy Abbey may be the first person once again to bring scandal into the John Dramani Mahama administration. Osha has say, we feel casting or say such a misplaced priority. This is after Adra Enima posted on Facebook said Randy Abbey, who owns Spando House of Lions, thought it was wise to use cocoa board money to sponsor the Ghana Premier League while cocoa farmers are giving peanuts. While cocoa farmers are giving peanuts. You see where his interest lies. So now people NDC even though he's the cocoa board CEO, no, his heart, his aspirations, his desire, his mind is not with cocoa board, cocoa farmers, and how Ghana agriculture sector is with football. It's with the Ghana Premier League. And to coin ben so now bit means to cocoa board to benefit his own club and your sponsor Ghana Premier League. On one Randy Abbey only Pando House of Lions, no. Indirectly, no, obenya a fair cut. The club ebenya a fair cut. Na a boost to more, no almost marco. And this is exactly why some people are saying, say, a displaced priority. So, in some way, so, and definitely, no, there are many actions, reactions, if anything, now we'll come back to that issue because we know we can see one other person or they no ababe to tune same way together with others, no patch Afeyo Markins patch say majority of NDC for no they are not effective. Now NPP may be small. Their numbers in parliament may be small, but they are very effective. And I'll just say corruption and within this 1 year, also in the NDC administration, okay? If NPP comes to power, NDC for be jail. In fact, Sana in Sotoy, no, I from 4 years, Sasuni we have a bar, a from Bewo. Now, you go to in Sema for your markings, Sankasa Edituja on the floor of parliament. Among 4 patches said, if this is true, then it's indeed a big wake up call because 1 year into the administration, and Galam say ministers be any MPs be their own if it's a consignment. Meanwhile, they want to jail Chairman to me for involving in illegal mining. These same people, they are being corrupt. Meanwhile, they want to jail NSB boss and other people saying and alleging they've been involved in if anything. Activities across the state financial losses. Yenko tie in sema Afeyo Markins Edituja. When we come back, we will dive straight into other issues. I mean, okay, say this particular issue, so no, trendy in respect with Ghana, political landscape right here in this particular country. It is therefore, share this particular video. When we come back, we would continue.
Mr. Speaker, if you look at this 2026 budget, compare the content to the very budget they criticized, 2024 budget, you realize that some phrases, some paragraphs were just lifted. We pointed it out to them. They will not even take their time to read the entire budget to correct it. Pages 75 and 76. Those pages are there. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the money that has been allocated to the presidency, the money Compensation alone, Mr. Speaker, is more than what is being given to a whole ministry. What a reset government. And this is a reset government that is talking about due process. They say, as for them, their governance will be pepe, everything will be pepe. Down NPP. Mr. Speaker, if you look at table 3, there is a huge scandal at table 3, page 6, table 3, a huge scandal. I don't know whether they themselves have reported this to the OSP. Mr. Speaker, I don't know. Look at table 3, capital expenditure. Do you have the report? You're asking for page what? Do you have the report? Do you have the report? Honorable, do you? You have the report? Pardon? You have the report? Okay, if you have the report, go with me to page 6, table 3. I want the chief whip for the majority side to finish reading the page. Is he there? Okay. Now, Mr. Speaker, capital expenditure 2025 appropriation, what we approved in this house, 83 million. Releases 92 million. Somebody must go to jail. Then when you come and see actual expenditure, 92 million, variance, negative 9.4. Somebody must account for this 9.4 million. This is not my report. This is not my report. And you are saying that releases are in excess of 111%. How can you spend what has not been approved by Parliament? Please. Mr. Speaker, they cannot tell us that we approved expenditure item. There's expenditure line. Look at the line item, Mr. Speaker. Is the reason why we have compensation of employees. We have goods and services, and we have capital expenditure. Don't tell me that you are putting all the figures together to confuse me. In the list, I understand these numbers. I've been here for 4 terms. Mr. Speaker, capital expenditure, what Parliament approved as a line item expenditure, capital expenditure, 83 million. If you look at the actual releases, they have spent beyond the amount that this house approved. We are not interested in total envelope. The auditor is interested in the line item. Yeah, line by line. Mr. Speaker, has anybody been sent to the OSP? They came here to talk about the PFM Act. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that many of you are likely to go to jail. From what I am seeing, Mr. Speaker, just year one alone, only yesterday, you were on us. The slightest mistake, you'll be inviting NPP appointees to go to OSP, to go to NIB. Mr. Speaker, look at the line item. The excess of 9.4 million. Who authorized this to be released? Who authorized it?
Okay, so that was Eya Fenyoma Markins and Sema Odi Tuja. saying that some people will definitely be going to jail, but then we'll come back to that issue very soon. Many can say, Okonfo Agrada, yesterday there was news trending on social media and all around say Agrada will be is set to be freed. Now this comes after reported news say Agrada and the lawyers, so they've gone into agreement with Attorney General to seek a plea bargain. Now if you don't know what a plea bargain means, a plea bargain party say this subo ato so say they were courts and I said states no and now mine the wako court why be your mind the wako court now fedie one case me so okay case sana seme kone niema akono enya dia it is a mitime fi mofi den a court ebebo me sobo enu nti no na e wo say wo show one of the options is that you can actually obitima ben prosecutors no and na wo mo de wako court no aka say okay ade e me hwa me lose nti yenka nti ye ka ebia mema musika sei anase me sign bibi say okay at the end of the day no menye bibi say biom anase damages be what was metua mamo. So in this case no Agrada has a case with Apia Biblica our so for now because some years ago Agrada ne papa benya issues bebrebe ama Apia Biblica to say nkofo bi koto share no so ebra na oni obi ewo hotel ana je say omudi mpemagra according to say nipa na party say Apia Biblica one ne yere ena eda sa woman na Apia Biblica ne da ye ne yere and sansem e course so we saw say antibia ena Agrada Saturday TV station Thunder TV or ye video in the program Satan be kai friends we papaya na no finfi mi refini din be chi ye benya ni din it is on it TV so a o show sa video no e show video na papa na deja on sheshe wo national TV so e no ka say Apia Biblica nie what you say nipa no ni yes our program that time a bigger quiz good bigger quiz into osho sa niema no ena states no ene Apia Biblica kankasa court issue Agrada. Now the state is saying say what Agrada what TV station you don't show someone at deja on TV. It is not ethical. Inti sansem na course na anu ye jailing no for frauding her church members is kagari no. Sa case na no so pende. Inti court no eba be sentence na Agrada se man hwe ya 20 years na dia mama be san mama an additional 20 enunti no minko for a plea bargain. Ti plea bargain no ye so sika wom Apia Biblica obenye sika and also be sensan yema say obe sign a bond for to be of good behavior if she comes out. Na eno me no ka say no it is a report here ebi mu allege say oh Agrada ye ba be yi no na enam so ama me no ka say lawyer bi e den sem bi aba ba tuja but the post Ghana and this report we buy or say ama for ka say be release Agrada which is not true because lawyers any embrenim for aba kasa o share say Agrada may soon be freed as lawyer says plea bargain is in discussions with Attorney General far advanced, which is a lie because MD can kind of plea bargain is not something that we to get out of jail. Remember say you don't do plea bargain if you have already been convicted of another crime. In this case, in the case I can want some say Agrada have been convicted no and yes our case no any sentence Agrada to Agrada was sentenced to someone prison for Sikagari. So Sikagari case no different from what Apia Biblica case. And no nam swa o share ha say ya obia or legal expert obe posti say the plea bargain is in respect to another trial involving another offense not relating to the case she has been tried and convicted. Once you are tried and convicted in a matter, you cannot get a plea bargain. The only way you can get out is through a successful appeal or pardon. In the practices, our case now, Agrada echo jail no. And yeah, no plea bargain. It is the case with Apia Biblica. And more so, for Agrada to actually get a plea bargain on Agrada cannot get any plea bargain on her current case. I didn't call a year and a previous case is here. Our appeal didn't call in some prison, which is a Sikagari case. I just say we're appealing number one. And now say President of Ghana Apadeno. If not, Agrada will still be in jail. So we end a year. Your friend is saying reports and I say updates about OTT or social media. Say Agrada be yina enya no cre. Enya no cre. Enya no cre. because Minuka saying Agrada is still in jail. So that is the whole issue at Air Course. Now we'll come back to the Agrada issue later. But then Minuka say, some few weeks ago, or let's say last 2 months more, and last 2 months more, your Bremo report said, a year immigration officer be yakuni yaya. Immigration officer be yakuni yaya. Say immigration officer ni yechimwana obi edeneka. Ena nipa no ontua ntienche nipa ne frɛ sɛ me ba be tue scan braha na beji scan ɔkɔ enye ku no ene hye no ene de ne to kwan chen esie no eche na a police for eduedue mu a de ekohu ni body a makwache suspect no na sɛ nipa ya ye che omu yi nkofo mienu yi no the main suspect in two baako Bright Awe ono no the first accused person and the second person Thomas Ziga ono the second accused person. Okay, remember say all of these things, all of Sansem way your friends and Air Course is in relation with to the victim. Victim, your friend is Stephen Ken Amwa, a 38-year-old immigration officer. Minoka say they saw his body. Nemwa yashi ayewa bontin. Na Minoka say the two accused persons Bright Awe and Thomas Ziga. Minuka say you almost answer copy more courts. Now I want you to watch an excerpt of what really happened. Ye babaka it's here for you better trust with this particular update.
They stand there, nobody they support you. Right, go. When you anybody on one. You they stand there, nobody they support you. Right, go. When you anybody on one, go.
So the two people you saw, the two accused people, just say Omasan court asanso ayeden Jenny case nibium. One Bright Awe or no na the first accused person Aminoka say odi enim obi de over 200 odi obi cover 200,000 si na nipa no friend say ombeji ni sika we ku nipa no asan hye no asan sie no uya boni sei e mane yie ene de ne corporate wa ne nim mobo be oye den a abrantie a friend Stephen Ken Amwa a 38-year-old immigration officer no justice will prevail for him. Now, the two men accused person and Kanka Bako, the first accused near Bright Hour, and a second accused Thomas Ziga, and more and now who said they might the P court. Now, it's therefore, this update ABCRC near ended with a updater and then a Kamako say, lawyer Sewa Mehe. Obi panic and obi person bagana nipo person bagana apparently Twin Jonas into Twin Jonas we did this me at them for so long or your life and obi ka say bagana say me so a law be take charge and as obi take you on and Twin Jonas they are tell prior the ebemu you video here back at for EDBC.
Said she will see you when you come to Ghana because you say things which is not true about her. One find the question so me bagana me be find akodino. Mon kan chia no me bagana me be find akoshe kimpiski akodino. Pasiaba. Mon kan chia no oba America kro area me be find Ghana akodino ma bobo na sum. Wadi ase ma chance omu ya udifo omu nya abone na omu mpekunu ware. On find the question so obesi hwan wabodam jeje fu agimi fu na ane me ko ana jeje no ka me bopa ma obi akobo no pa ofa agimi ko bom di jo mama agimi fu no ko atima si wo me jo mama kronfo no a mesi wa wi asan kofa man samani nua Ibrahim mama agimi fu no owia o man eja pade bi am bopa ma yaku oni ni nua Ibrahim mama no me tretima mpanyini na ne kwase on ne ponti jeje fu akronfo no ono ko atima kasa wo fi atije ayi se wa me he ubi bi mu kankan asiabanya munam ku na ade entina ko to omu be fafunu ofie na nti de lumba mpan zubi
anya mu na mkoku no kwasi aba ka ba tete bi di me ba Ghana me ba fu akwa diu aboa kwasi aba onya hye oni me ba me dollars beba o join na eto na BBL na refit atatu abom no ma shekonda abom bi aboa stupid girl you think it's a joke aboa etimi si umi anka kofu ad na si mu aboa de almighty obi obi a hye masi o Trump kura ti kromu a ojimi osuro me so anima unfi at a stupid girl. If you think it's a joke, it's not a joke. Munya inkofuo ekuna mo blackmail yomu na mu kunkum amu na mu mpekunu ni bi na mo bo mere wan kwasi ama. Henry Fit oneyire wona na ye made of hana wase ade atie wo kofitro twam gonde to ma fa Henry Fit wom sururu ade atie na blackmail na de fridge odigi fridge na agidi TV na adigi aichimba ho afi scamming ni mabio Henry Fit nya scan ntua bio ehwa na wa utwa de beto social media mo we say Henry Fit wo metwemo na unim se ugu Henry Fit ani mas because be blackmail no wa na ugu wani mas no obi ani no una omunimo abua kwasi aba ubeti aba America Abraham be fa JFK edwa kwhye hotel du aba na otwemi ensamwia mama $5,000 bia ma dia kwasi aso ya shaoni odi atraki kan kwasi asem se obesi omi abua kwasi alo judge na nkasa kura ne ho akire ne wo map so odwan na wa wonya judge na ba eden judge no di onu udi asem no onu kura mi mia no ha si a oda on na si om the phone na jeni sem no osu awrade e sika mi hu yank manyi o $10,000 mi hu yank odobro ni mo de ba manyi o onu kura ji hit